Welcome back to another episode of the White Sox March to October. And last episode, we kind of had some unexpected troubles. I mean, we've been having the greatest season of all time. We were 50-8, but then I don't know, man, something hit a snag. We went 6-7 in the last episode to bring us now to 56-15. But we ended last episode on a very exciting note because we brought back White Sox great, White Sox legend, Gavin Sheets. But no, in all seriousness, this trade was more about what we were able to get rid of than what we got, because we were finally able to move on from Davy Garcia. We're finally free of him and his used up minor league options. Interestingly though, the way the CPU responded was not to bring up any new pitchers, so we're technically down an arm in the bullpen, but I'm not too worried about that. Our bullpen is pretty loaded. Jose Leclerc hasn't even pitched an inning yet, and we brought him up I think at the end of 2 episodes ago now. But let's actually talk about Gavin Sheets, because even though, like I said, it's not a whole lot about what we got from that trade, Gavin Sheets actually does bring some good to this team. That was a hole I didn't really realize we had, but we really didn't have that lefty that hits righties off the bench. I mean, the closest thing was probably Termarr Johnson, and I would say Gavin Sheets is clearly better attribute-wise against righties as a lefty. You know, 67 contact with 78 power, his vision, discipline, and clutch are all solid. Obviously, he hasn't really done anything this year. He's only batting 103, but he's also only gotten 39 at bats. So we're giving him his chance today, because the first order of business, we get to player lock as the legend himself. So let's all cross our fingers and hope that we're facing a righty, because if we have to face a lefty, we might not be looking at any sort of performance boost. So let's see. Who do we got? It's Luis Castillo. At least it's a righty. Kind of a tough righty, though. Oh, and the Mariners are bad. I didn't even realize that. They're 27-45. We might have to look at some standings after this. But where is he, man? There he is. Let's see the man back in the White Sox jersey. And honestly, I'm kind of joking about a lot of this, but I really do like Gavin Sheets in this game. I've always liked his swing, but I'm used to using him. I've used him a ton in Diamond Dynasties in years past with my White Sox theme teams. He was on the Nationals March to October last year. Obviously, we had him for season 1 of this March to October. All right, we draw a walk. Leadoff walk, 6 pitches, made him work. They're afraid of Gavin Sheets, the leadoff hitter. We might make it to second, swinging bunt there. I mean, honestly, being down 2-0 after the top of half of the first inning, drawing a leadoff walk, I feel like that's about the best way you could start. Wait, why? Okay. Maybe I'm pointing out things that don't matter, but it said there, we're going to get up to third from Vlad, okay, but it said there that Castillo only had 7 pitches. He threw 6 to us. It was a 2-2 count to Hayes and then a 1-2 count to Vlad, but that was only his 8th pitch. Do they only count the pitches that are actually thrown? Because that's kind of throwing things out of whack. He should be at like 15 pitches already, but he's at 8. Guess our leadoff walk was for nothing. All right, AB number 2. It's tied at 2. I mean, there is no better pitch you should be looking for than that. I don't really know what happened there. I don't know how that's not a pitch that I'm around on. All right, third chance now. Castillo's still out there. We have the lead. And we're drawing another walk. I would hope that counts as a plus right there. 2 walks out of the leadoff spot in the order. I mean, that's what you want out of the guy. I don't remember if I've ever had a multi-walk game like that, and if that really counts towards the performance stuff. And that's going to be a double play. So again, our walk does nothing for us. Man, and right into AB number 4. We're down 3 now, and it's still Castillo out there. Man, and he just does not want to pitch to Sheets. He got away with one in that second at bat. And yeah, he's just, I mean, I'll take a third walk. Sure, yeah. I'm 0 for 1 with 3 walks in Sheets' debut so far. That's crazy. And then again, the walk isn't going to do anything because that's a lazy fly ball. I think a 3-hit game is a 3+. So I'd have to think. I mean, logic would dictate a 3-walk game should be at least a 2+, if not a 3. We do get another shot, though. A shot to make the final out of the game with Gregory Santos out there. Man, and he's scared to pitch to me, too. We're in another 3-ball count, 3-1. And that is going to get through on a terrible swing. I mean, that right there, that has to be a 3+. If that's not a 3+, something's broken, but that's 3 walks and a base hit in 5 plate appearances, basically a 4 for 5 day. And I'm still worried the CPU is actually going to tell me that I did nothing. I had little impact offensively. And okay, we're not dead yet. Hayes actually came through. It's gonna bring the tying run up to the plate in the form of Vlad. Is this getting electric here? Come on, Vlad. I feel like we've never spent this much time on the base paths actually watching a game in a player lock like this. How much of that did he get? How much of that did Vlad get? Did Vlad actually do it? Are you kidding me? All because of my little rollover base hit. That's insane. This team even does it when I'm not in control. Dude, we were down 3 runs with 2 outs and nobody on. And I can't believe the CPU actually did. I was not expecting in the slightest that we would have a shot. We might get another at bat now. We are going to get another at bat. And we're losing again. This could be a big one. Nope, I tried to check. That's no fun. I've been patient all day, but in a spot like this, I'm too antsy to do something. And we're gonna do something. I don't think they should send him here. Yeah, he didn't really read that was gonna get through. But now that's 5 times on base in Gavin Sheets' return to the White Sox. Okay, and then a walk to Hayes loads the bases for Vlad. Vlad has the big game-tying 3-run shot. Now can he walk it off? Did he? If that gets through, I'm the winning run. I'm going home. I don't even care. Oh, I'm host. Yeah, I was like, Daz. I was a little too ambitious there. I wanted to get Vlad the walk-off. Forgot who I was controlling. And are these the consequences of my actions? Are you kidding me? They're actually only giving me a 2+ and calling it a solid 2-hit game. Disregard the 3 walks. How do you go 5 for 6 getting on base and that's not a maximum? I still can't believe, man. If I don't go home just to try and be the one that scores the winning run, I'm on third with nobody out. We probably win the game on a walk-off. Instead, we give up 5 in the 12th. And that's another loss on our record now. We've lost more games in the last 14 games than we did in the first 58 games. I mean, at least we got something with Sheets. I'm still gonna say that definitely deserves a 3+. I would be very curious to know now if I got the 3 walks and nothing else, if we would have even gotten anything. Like a 3-walk game, that would have to be a plus. Probably should be a 2+. But the fact that they disregard that in like telling me how I did, only calling it a 2-hit game, I really think that it just doesn't matter, the walks. And look at us, we are on okay, we're not on a losing streak anymore, but we are still doing really bad, and now we have a call-up chance for Brandon Woodruff. I mean, does this make sense? We just sent him down so we could bring up Jose Leclerc, but now we are a pitcher short. I think this makes sense. Actually, I don't know that it can make sense, because I was going to say we could send down Lazaro, but now Lazaro's at the point where his minor league options are used up. We just didn't realize that because he was going to be on the team anyway, but I think if I choose to call up Woodruff, yeah, we wouldn't have the chance to send down Lazaro, and him or Sheets would really be the only ones that would make sense. Maybe Johnson. I mean, like, Johnson's playing really good, but he's also just a backup. That would kind of leave us without a good backup middle infielder, though. I mean, like, Senzel, I guess, could play second and short. Should I send down Termar Johnson? Would that make sense? I mean, if I did that, then maybe he could get a chance at getting called up and we could kind of finesse an extra upgrade boost for him. And I mean, he's not starting anyway. Maybe it's worth it to at least try that. You know what? I kind of want to try it, because another aspect of this is that bringing up Woodruff gets him the call-up player lock, which I think should still give him a boost. So he's been regressing. He's down to a 77, but we could bring him back up to like an 80. I know he doesn't have that big of a role. He'd just be a long reliever, but we at least get the balance back, get the one pitcher back, and then, like I said, maybe finesse a chance at another call-up then for Termar Johnson. I mean, I guess then we'd run into this same problem of like, who do we send down? But I could always just send Woodruff back down and just kind of keep replacing one for the other. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? Let's give it a shot. It'll be a chance at a bit of redemption, I guess, against the Mariners. We need a win, man. I can't believe how bad things have gotten. This is crazy. We were supposed to be untouchable, which, yeah, I did mention I wanted to get in and look at the standings. So let's look at the standings. We're still 18 games up over second place. Like, even with how bad we've been lately, that doesn't jeopardize our spot in the division. Over in the East, it's still the Yankees. Kind of a close division race all the way down. And you know what? Something else you're gonna see here. We are in the midst of a very offense-heavy era in the game right now. If you look at the team averages, slugging, on base, and then the team ERAs, everything's up right now. Offense is way up across the league. The Angels are actually leading the West right now as the 16th ranked team. Astros don't even have a winning record. I thought they were going to be scary. I thought they were going to be pretty good. Over in the NL, the Phillies and the Braves putting together some really good seasons, and the Mets aren't too far behind either. You got the Reds at 50 wins, so we're not the only team at 50 wins right now, and the Reds are the second ranked team, so maybe that's the matchup we'll see. Brewers not too far behind though. Pirates also up over 40 wins. Dodgers, another 50 plus win team. They're even a little bit better than the Reds. We still haven't faced the Dodgers yet in the World Series. And let's see some of our guys here with this recent downturn, because yeah, I saw some snowflakes earlier in the rotation. We still got a lot of snowflakes. ERAs are up there, man. We are not used to seeing numbers like this. Jake Eater with an ERA over 5, and he's the one who's supposedly on fire right now. Zach Gallen though is coming crashing down. He's only 32. I think we signed him at was he a 94 overall? I was not expecting him to regress this much this fast. Usually I feel like pitchers, you don't have to worry about that until a little bit further down the line. I mean, like, we signed Brandon Woodruff at, I think he was 33 because it was this season, and I remember he didn't regress at all that season. He actually won the Cy Young award, and that was a year older than Zach Gallen is now, and Zach Gallen's already been regressing for a couple of seasons. I mean, he's down to an 87. Grant Taylor's our best pitcher technically by overall. Bullpen ERAs for the most part looking pretty good, besides I guess Prelander, Baroa, and actually, yeah, Yohan Duran here for some reason with a 4.5. I mean, just quick skimming through hitting wise, our hitting doesn't look too bad. Our hitting doesn't look like the problem. But then again, like I was saying, we're in an offense heavy era right now. So like maybe comparatively across the league, these aren't even like crazy good hitting numbers. Maybe if we had an OPS plus right now, that 100, that average OPS plus might be a way higher OPS right now than we might be used to. And you know what? Let me make one other addition to our trade management here. I'm gonna shop Lazaro around because I didn't realize he had the whole minor league option situation, and now that we got Sheets, we do kind of have that one too many players. But anyway, enough rambling in the menus. Let's get into this Brandon Woodruff call-up player lock. We face Castillo again. I mean, I guess I technically don't have to face him at the plate. I'm just his opponent on the mound. And look at our offense. 3-0 lead we've gotten off to. It is kind of interesting that oh really? We're gonna lay down a bunt right away? But it is interesting that we're getting a start here with Woodruff because he's not in the rotation. They're still bunting. But yeah, like the CPU didn't even put him in the rotation. It's just kind of like a spot start here, I guess, for the player lock. Oh, and I have to make the play myself. Let's get it over there. Nice job. Ooh, okay. Well, I kind of don't like the start this has gotten off to. I'm not missing many bats. If it wasn't for the ball hitting the pitcher wall, we'd have given up 2 base hits up the middle without an out yet. We're taking off. Let's throw him out. Shea. Nope, not. Oh, we did get him. Then maybe we sit down Bellinger to end the inning. Yeah, let's get out of it. Oh, and our offense has done even more for us now. 5-0 lead in the second inning. I think we're good. It's not going anywhere. Oh, and nope, we're good there still. All right, leave it. Oh, and that's Senzel at short. We're seeing it right away, the consequences of this move. Oh, and another play we are getting so lucky. This whole inning was lucky outs one way or another. I mean, I don't know how we're sitting. I mean, we have a 7-0 lead now. I didn't even realize that. Our offense is going crazy. Our luck on the mound is going crazy. There's no reason we should be facing the minimum right now, but we are. And I hung another one. Actually, we won't make the play though. Montgomery booted it. See, this is the sort of thing where the CPU logic, again, I'm complaining about CPU logic. It's been something I've complained about all year. Colson Montgomery's a primary shortstop. Nick Senzel's a primary third baseman. Obviously, my normal starting lineup, we have Jordan Lawler play short because he's a better fielder than Montgomery, so that's why Montgomery's playing third. But in the situation where Lawler gets the day off and Senzel comes in, the game just needs to be aware. Move Montgomery to short, have Senzel play third, then everybody's in their primary, and maybe that play's made. Actually, I don't know, because Montgomery at third's probably still better in his secondary than Senzel in his primary, but still, the point stands. Oh, that might be a double play. We're still facing the minimum. But it kind of reminds me, maybe it's just because we have Sheets again now, but it reminds me of a situation from all the way back in season 1 where I came into a game and Gavin Sheets was playing center field. He was our only outfield option off the bench. He didn't have a secondary of center field, but since Luis Robert needed a day off, the game just put Sheets in and didn't change anything else. Just put Sheets in center field when it could have put Sheets in his primary of right and moved Dominic Fletcher to center, and Fletcher's somebody who actually has a secondary of center field. I don't know. I'm rambling way too much about things. I need to make... Actually, we're going to get out of this inning. There we go. Senzel playing short. I guess he can do it. I don't know. I guess from here on out, I'll try and just focus on getting through this game. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here rambling about things, and this is going to be like a half-an-hour video for absolutely no reason. There we go. There's a punch out. I think that's our first punch out since the first inning, maybe? Yeah. Oh, and there's another hard hit ball that we got a guy there for. And that is... a nice weak little ground out to short. Somehow 12 up, 12 down, but we've given up 2 hits. I've hung pitches, I've left pitches over the middle, and we're facing the minimum. And now it's 11-0. I might, you know what? I might have to like pause and look at what our guys are doing through 5 innings. Dominic Fletcher's gone deep twice. Spencer Jones has 2 doubles and he's 3 for 3. And oh, that's gonna get through. Thought that was a better pitch than that was. It's okay though, with how this game's going. We'll like throw him out trying to steal or get a double play ground out or something. That's, yep, there's our double play ground out. Nice play made all around too. Okay, Michael Massey's been annoying in both of his at-bats so far. 3-2 count each time with way too many foul balls. And that's gonna ruin it officially. Can't get back to facing the minimum now since he got on with 2 outs already. That was an annoying at bat. Actually, I guess technically there is a way we could get back to facing the minimum if he decides to take off, which I doubt he will. Okay, what's going on here, man? Way too many foul balls all of a sudden in these last 2 hitters. And I think that's only our 3rd strikeout. There we go. That's what we needed after some very long ABs and last inning 1-pitch grounder. I didn't even really pay attention to this, but Corey Lee, it's kind of cool to see him still going strong. I mean, he's actually having a pretty decent season so far. I'm assuming he's their backup catcher, but he's batting over 300. We traded him away. Man, was it back in year 1 or was it year 2 for Mitch Garver? I think it was year 1. And I think we're getting him popping out lazily. Ooh, okay. Didn't really want that to stay in the zone, but it worked. We're still going strong here into the 7th. Shutout intact. Looks like we just got into the yellow energy. And Houck's there. I mean, you gotta assume at this point, through 6 1/3 scoreless, we've probably at least secured some type of boost. Like, you'd have to imagine things can't go wrong enough at this point that they would leave me in long enough to ruin at least a 1+ boost. But maybe let's not test that. Or let's hang a slider to Cody Bellinger, sure. There we go, punch out there, although that eliminates the chance at a double play. If we had gotten a double play there, then we would have gotten back down to 1 over the minimum. Maybe I'm too obsessed about being at or 1 above the minimum. Like, this is a good start regardless of how over the minimum we're facing. That though. Nope, we're good. Worried me off the bat, but we're fine. That's 7 scoreless, 7 shutout innings, and we're still going. I don't know if I'd want to be going still because I don't want to face Michael Massey again. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just wanted to give him pitches to hit because I was not about to have another double-digit pitch at bat to the guy. There we go. Pick up another punch out there. It seems like keeping the ball in the zone is somehow the only way we can get punch outs in this game. I think we're going to be officially out of energy after that pitch. Or maybe not. I guess we got one more pitch to go before it's going to give me the exclamation point. No, we're still okay. Maybe we can sneak in this last out before we run out completely. There we go. Another strikeout on another breaking pitch in the zone. Do we come back out for the 9th? Yes, we do, because of course we do. It's MLB The Show. We do officially have no energy now, though, coming back out for the 9th. It's a good thing this is an 11-0 game, or else I would kind of be freaking out right now about the game leaving me in, but right now I don't really care. And, oh, we can't make the play on that one. And nobody made the play. And they're still leaving me in, even after a leadoff base hit. How about 2 hits in a row? That one actually might drive in a run. It probably will. So there we go. You happy? Oh, where did that throw come from? So yeah, game, you happy? You left me in with no energy just to ruin the shutout performance. Oh, and you're still leaving me in? Come on, man. This would be the perfect time to give Prelander Baroa some work. I mean, he desperately needs it, and he can't really do much to mess this game up at this point. There we go. Somehow still picking up a strikeout there. Dude, he hit that way harder than I feel like he should have with where that pitch was placed. And weak jam grounder. Is Senzel gonna make the play? Okay, he looked kind of good at short there to end it. So there we go. Complete game, not shutout, but one run allowed. That's gonna be, yep, a 3+ performance boost for Woodruff. Plus, he should be getting an attribute boost. I'm gonna be intrigued to see what that attribute boost is. But first, we're gonna have to do some more simming. I think, yeah, that'll flip it back to a fireball, but we're still neutral. That's not gonna influence any games, but at least we're on the right track. Didn't sweep the Mariners, didn't sweep the Rockies either, but that was a better sim. And now we get a chance to just wrap up a win against the Rangers. This could be a trap game here, though. Sure, we have a 3-run lead, but if they do any damage here with the bases loaded and we blow it, that would be a massive amount of snowflakes. We're gonna get into that game, but first of all, let's see what the boost was. Woodruff is back up to an 80, pretty much erased his regression in the 4/9 attributes. And I mean, yeah, I guess if there's no symbol next to his overall, this just means he's returned to where he started the year at, which was an 80 overall. All right, and let's hopefully this game get me back on track here. I mean, I would have to assume wrapping up the win in this one is only going to get us a 1+ unless we like explode in the top of the 9th and it turns into a blowout. But still, we haven't had positive momentum affect a game in too long at this point, so even one fireball is going to be good for us. Okay, and Duran is fresh into the game. I do kind of want to see what we have, though. Another Fletcher homer, and Shea Langoliers got up to 20. Fletcher's 3 for 4. That average is climbing. It's almost back up to 300 now. That's good to see. And Jake Eater had a good start, which is good to see. I mean, good as long as we don't give up any runs, because I think all these runners are from Jake Eater. I think he's responsible for each and every one of them. So if we allow any to come around, that turns his start into looking not quite as good. And there we go. Broken bat, pop up. That's going to do it. Rest of this game should have like no stress. But actually, let's see what I can do here. Because I think, is it 6 runs? I can never remember if it's 5 or 6 runs is the threshold for a blowout. But either way, we need to score multiple runs this inning if we want an extra fireball. Wow, dude. What a 2-2 pitch. That's disgusting. That's probably called strike 3 if I don't swing, but it's placed so perfectly that there is not much hope to get up to it. There we go, though. There's something. Come on, man. I'm playing this game like we're tied here. I really want to do something. No, I'm really grounding into an inning-ending double play at a pitch at the top of the zone like that. I did such a good job getting up to it that I got 2 up to it. All right, you know what? I will bring in Crochet. I think it still counts for the save, even if we bring him in with 2 outs to go. But the matchup for Rooker against a righty is much better than against a lefty, so there's really no reason not to leave Duran in just to make sure we handle Brent Rooker like this. Oh, a nice 101 up and in. You know, at this point, should I just... I'm just going to leave Duran in. I don't need to focus too much on the save numbers for Crochet. I think he's already at the point where he's probably not going to replicate what he did last season. There we go. Another one. Triple digits up and in. Dude, look at Joey Gallo in his hot zones. Are you kidding me? I was kind of not expecting that. The entire zone is a hot zone for Joey Gallo. Maybe that... I guess I've never really thought what goes into hot zones, but maybe the hot zones are power-based and not contact-based. And we can't throw a strike to him. I'm trying to. I'm not missing my spots. It's just Duran is missing his spots. Okay. Okay, bottom of the zone again. Let's see if we can fool him with a 12-6. I'm going to keep this kind of in the zone, make it look like a fastball coming up and in. There we go. Perfect tunnel right there. Perfect pitch. So that probably is only going to be the 1 fireball, but we needed it. A game like that is more about not losing than it is winning. And man, for the first time in way too long, we finally have some positive momentum back on our side. It's probably only going to get us a win, maybe 2. And yep, there's 1. We don't sweep again. So that's what, 3 series in a row now? Oh, look at this. Hey, wait, this is actually so exciting. I talked about this guy a little bit. I think last episode, I don't remember, but Ryan Ward, he's actually up. He's improving. I think he started the year at a 72. He's up to a 74, but he's a good hitter with solid power. But the way fast tracks work with the boost for hitters is it's contact that goes up, and his contact is kind of what needs to come up. And if we succeed, we can get him up to a 79, maybe 80. I feel like hitters normally don't go up the full 6 overall like young pitchers do. But man, I don't know how it would work if we end up calling him up. I mean, this one's a fast track, so we don't have to worry about that, so I can go ahead and accept this. But if we do get to the point of calling him up, I think I would like to call him up. I just don't know who I call him up for. But let's go ahead and hop into this. Maybe we're at the point where I should be ending the episode, but ever since I realized this dude was in my system and I saw what he was, I've kind of been excited to get the chance to use him. And I would hope, actually, being a 74 overall in AAA, we actually should match up pretty well, I would assume. I feel like a lot of times our player locks, our fast tracks down in the minors, we kind of end up being a little outmatched. But Ryan Ward should match up pretty nice with whoever ends up on the mound. So let's see here. Let's see what we got. I think it's a righty out there. This is going to be bad visibility. I did not. No, I actually didn't. Okay. I thought off the bat that was coming off the bat with a lot more, but I was right in my initial assessment. I, in fact, did not. I maybe should have. That was actually a pretty nice swing when I looked back at the PCI. Okay, they're very much pitching around me here in AB number 2. 3-0 count, though. I'm giving myself the green light. And there's no need for it. 4 balls in a row. You better give me credit for walks in this one. Steal situation. That popped up very quick. I don't know how good of a jump I got. I also didn't lead off. We're in, though. Thorough was a little bit offline. It's another cool thing about Ryan Ward. Even as a first baseman, he's got pretty decent speed. That's why I wouldn't mind calling him up, because he does have the full outfield's worth of secondary positions, and he's got decent enough speed to probably play the outfield. All right, well, we've already got a walk and a stolen base under our belts. Feel like we got to do a bit more, though. And that was the pitch to do more on. I'm too early. Oh my God, I'm too early again. That was a hanger. It was a hanger, but I'm sitting fastball. And okay, that one I waited back too late on. That's fun. Being absolutely disgustingly off on my timing on every single pitch that at bat. We got one more chance here. Dude, what am I doing? I'm too early again on the heat. And then that one's just going to be another flyout. So 2 at-bats end in good timing, good PCI, lazy flyouts. Didn't even get any of the ball on either of those. Then we have another plate appearance where no strikes were thrown. Another one where I got nothing but pitches to hit, but for some reason my timing was off. That was an unfortunate player lock in many different ways, and I doubt we're gonna get a plus for that. Who knows though? I mean, our team did so bad that maybe my one walk and stolen base, nope, okay. I was gonna say maybe that would be considered somewhat of production when compared to the rest of the team, but I guess not. And we're back in the snowflake category. Well, that was a lot of excitement for absolutely no payoff, and we're back to seeing the blue on the momentum screen, so that's not gonna be fun. At least we won or swept a series, I think. Now we get a chance to win another series. We've been winning all of our series, but we just haven't been sweeping them like I feel like we made a habit of doing. I think this is where we're gonna go ahead and end things for today though. I mean, we actually got through a big chunk of games, I think like 20 games or so. But anyways, like always, make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't shy away from leaving any thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, I'm knocking on the door of 1 million subscribers, guys, so help me get there. Hit that subscribe button. But thanks for watching as always, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me again, and I will see you next time.